Hey guys, it is Monday, October 13th, 2025, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. The free VST plugins for today are as follows. So, first up here, we have Kiton 3 from Fanan team. I've been meaning to check this one out for a long time now. Finally got around to it. So next up we have Mix Locker from Audio Assault. So let's check out the download links real quickly. So click here, and for Mix Locker, they have a paid version, which is a subscription-based model, and they have a free version. So you can download the free version. The free version comes with only 8 of these plugin modules. And this is kind of similar to the plugin that I looked at last week from, who was that? I don't even remember off the top of my head. But in last video, I had a similar plugin strip style plugin, basically. And they kind of broke their modules out into separate plugins now. So here's another alternative that gives you more free modules for the strip, and that is Mix Locker. So this one gives you 8 modules for the free version. There are more, as you can see down here, but these ones come with the paid subscription along with the free ones. So govern yourself accordingly. All right, next up, download page 4, Kiton 3 from Fanan team. This one is a drum rompler, so it's emulating a live drum kit. We're going to talk about its shortcomings in a minute. It's a decent try, but there's a couple of areas where they fall short. But anyway, it is free. It comes with 20 kits, a lot of different elements, a bit of tweakability, but there's 2 key things that makes this one kind of fall short, and it kind of limits how you can use it as far as its functionality, but we'll get into that in a minute. So let's jump over to the DAW. I have a little arrangement here, nothing crazy, it's just a drum and bass groove, and then we'll check out the plugin. So let's listen to that right now. All right, so with Mix Locker, like I said, comes with 8 modules. I can load one of my presets, and basically similar to the other plugin from last week's video. Let me look and tell you what it is. It's gonna drive me crazy that I can't remember the name. Here it is. Retro Mix Rack from Slate Digital. There we go. So very similar layout, as you can see. But whereas Slate Digital was giving you, I think, 3 in the rack, and now they broke it out into the modules. And I want to say I was having issues finding the 3rd module, but I think for the breakout modules, the Slate Digital's virtual mix rack, they only give you 2 free modules that are separate. If you want the 3rd one, it's actually in the mix rack version of the plugin. Anyway, so back to this one over here. So let me play with this preset that I have. I have a low pass, high pass filter here. an EQ, a graphical EQ here. And then we got a compressor and a delay. So let's play with that. So this whole interface here is resizable, which is always welcome. And then down here, you can turn the modules on and off. Start tweaking this. So we got this on the drum kit. Let's solo the drum kit. See what we can get done here. So low pass, cutting out the highs. High pass, cutting out the lows. Okay, so these little buttons here turn those filters on and off. This turns the whole module off and on. And under here, you have the list where you can choose. So when you're choosing, whatever doesn't say demo is a part of the free offering. And let me see what happens if I load the demo. It loads it. You might get some audio cut out or something momentarily. So this is a pull tech, basically. Definitely a pull tech. Yeah, it's a pull tech. Interesting. On the compressor, we have these compressors here, preamp. We're gonna go double compressor. Let's do that. Slow down the release. All right, so let's turn on this EQ here. Let's cut a little 250. Boost to 125. A little bit of 2K. And some 16K for some top end. I think that button is a bypass button. Let's dial in the other compressor, make it more aggressive. Ratio. Let's do something over 10. Let's turn it on. How about that? There we go. Squashed. Let's squash it. And then dial in a little bit of ratio. Slow down the attack. Speed up the release. A little bit more ratio. That'll make it punchier. And then we have a delay. I'm not even gonna mess with that. You guys get the point. But there are 4 more modules for you to check out. But it's a pretty good looking plugin. Pretty decent control. It has mid-side. So you can click right here where it says LR. Do left, do right, do mid, do side. And I guess each module slot is individual when it comes to the whole stereo field, so mid-side or stereo. There are presets. go into the settings here. But it's pretty straightforward. They have in and out volume knobs here, one on each side. At the top, but yeah, guys, definitely check out Mix Locker from Audio Assault. Pretty cool free offering of a plugin of that type. So you've been listening to the Kitan 3. So on the surface, it's a decent sounding live drum plugin. Right here we have the kits. We have 10 of them, and for each one there's 2 variations. So you just click on the number next to the name. Drum kit changes. And the one cool thing is the drum kits, they are drastically different. And it does sound good. It's not like it sounds bad. So decent amount of options with the kits. So down here we have a section where you have these different options. So you select the volume and then you go to the different kit piece here and you can fade these up and down for volume changes. So that's what all these about here. So where you see the kick right here, this is a corresponding fader for that kick for volume. When we switch to pitch shifter, then that fader corresponds to that sample that's being triggered on that note on the keyboard. So you can actually change the pitch. Then there's round robin options, filter, you can dial in the filter, high pass, low pass, length. You start getting into like some ADSR settings. So we got the release, we have strike, and then we have pan. And once again, all the controls change based on what the different section is you have selected. And then you can hit reset to reset whatever you're looking at. Over here, there are some effects: compressor, reverb, delay, some saturation. I don't know what Zelda is. And then there's an EQ here. Turn it on, dial in EQ. So where this kit falls short is one, for a drum rompler, a live drum style drum rompler, it does not have multi-out. It just has stereo out. And I feel like with these type of plugins, that's a no-no. That's number one. It kind of limits the way I would use it. Because usually when I'm using something like this, I'm using it for a composition that really needs a live kit. And in order to pull that off properly for my tracks, I want to be able to multi-track it in a very sensible, intuitive, and straightforward way. So it loses a lot of points for that. And the next thing is, for some reason, at least for the kit that I was using to build this simple little groove, there's no open hats. There's just the close hats. That's it. Weird. Very weird. And I wanted to do like the open hat kiss so badly when I was programming, but there is no open hat sample for that kit. I don't know what's going on for the other kits, but That's another huge no-no. It's like typical. That's like having the snare hit, but not having the rim shot, but you're trying to emulate a live kit. So this one is still usable. I would use it for like a backbeat, creating like kind of that sample style live drum that I'm gonna really mangle with processing anyway. But it is very limited with the fact that I didn't have open hi-hat for that specific kit, and the stereo out. That's all we have. We don't have multi-track out. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Check out those plugins. The link in the description will take you to those plugins on this blog page, where you can click on the corresponding download links, add them to your arsenal, and check them out for yourself. So that's pretty much it. There's also a link in the description for my video series on PC specs and how it relates to music production. So if you're looking to understand how your DAW works along with your computer and its internal parts to help power the DAW and give you a smooth experience, that series will help you understand how that all works. So if you're having an issue with your DAW stuttering, you're having a lot of audio latency issues, there's clicks, there's popping, it's freezing and crashing, being very unstable and distracting, definitely check out that series. It'll help you understand what you may need to do to rectify the issue. Sometimes it's just the fact that you just need a new system. It's just time to get a new computer. So check that out. It'll give you some insight on those things. Also, there's a link in the description for a growing playlist for these videos that I do multiple times a week. These live stream videos presenting you guys with free VST plugins, 100% free. So definitely, if you're looking for more free VST plugins, check out that playlist. There's over 430 videos there presenting you guys with free VST plugins, 100% free. Finally, there is also a growing playlist in the description for the series that I started this year called 52 Weeks of Reaper, where every week for 52 weeks, I'll be releasing a new video focusing on a key feature in Reaper. So definitely check out that series. This week we should be up to week 42, I think. The series is almost done. I've been releasing a video every Saturday for this entire year. That is the goal, and we're almost done. So that series is there to highlight what makes the Reaper digital audio workstation such an amazing piece of software. It's very flexible, very feature rich, and super customizable. Lots of features and just a huge community that supports that DAW. So definitely check out that. If you're looking for a new DAW, you're looking to learn another DAW, that'd be a good recommendation from me. Something that I think you should definitely check out and try to learn how to use because of how feature rich it is and just how flexible it is. So definitely check out that series. All right, guys, check back later this week, either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll be doing another live stream, presenting you guys with some more free VST plugins. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, you'll see me in the next video.